Are other people's energy and opinions sabotaging your manifestations? You might actually be unknowingly letting others influence your frequency and block your dreams. The truth is, to manifest your dream life, you need to protect your energy. You need to create your own space and you need to set strong boundaries. Let's talk today about how to stop others from affecting your vibrations and start living in alignment with your highest self. So, as you can see here, most people don't realize how much outside energy influences their vibration. If you constantly absorb other people's fears, doubts, or negativity without even realizing it, it can sabotage your manifestations. So the key is learning how to hold your own frequency no matter what's happening around about you. So let's talk about how to stop others from affecting your vibrations and start living in alignment with your highest self today. Number one, I want you to understand that awareness is everything. Firstly, recognize how easily other people's energy can impact your own. Start paying attention to how certain people, environments, or conversations make you feel. If something drains you, it's basically a sign that you're taking on energy that isn't yours. Whether it's a friend, it could be a family member, or even a colleague, their opinions, fears, and negativity can affect the way that you feel. It can affect the way that you think about your dreams and essentially the way that you manifest. Because every single time you allow someone else who's outside of you to project their doubts or opinions onto you, what you're doing is you're lowering your vibration. Now, you probably know this already. You've probably felt this in real life already. This in turn can sabotage your ability to manifest. Because as we've mentioned, you need to be resonating at a very high frequency to welcome in all of the amazing things that you were born to receive and live and be. So if you're living way down here, if you're being dragged and pulled in all different directions down the scale of consciousness, and actually everything you desire and were born to achieve is way up top, it's just a huge back and forth in your energy. It's swinging like a pendulum. It's impossible. So what can you do? Well, start by identifying, start by noticing, thinking about, and just feeling when someone's energy is draining you and affecting you. Are you feeling drained? Are you feeling doubtful? Are you feeling anxious after talking to them? And by the way, it can be the opposite way too. You can speak to someone and they can totally uplift you, make you feel amazing, incredible. It can be the best ever. So it works both ways. But today we're discussing how people with maybe attitudes, conversational points like viewpoints, if those are resonating at a lower frequency than your manifestations would be in real life, it's just holding you back. So just think to yourself right now, do you feel supported or drained by most of the people you're surrounding yourself with? This is the very first step to reclaiming your power. So let me know in the comments, just pause, let me know, do you feel, you don't have to say who these people are, but do you feel that you are at times being brought down? Your resonance, your energetic frequency is being brought down to those heavier energies, those heavier states of being on the scale of consciousness that we spoke about in a couple of days prior to this. Let me know how you feel about that in the comments, and if you agree that sometimes being in the certain company of certain people can really bring you down. So what do we do about this? Well, we actually understand that energetic boundaries are a manifestation superpower, okay? They are essentially the key to your dreams, to manifesting everything that you dream of. So the next step to protecting your energy is just setting boundaries. Boundaries, they are not about saying no to everything and not saying no to things that drain you when you know that these are things that you may have to do at this point in your life, but it's about creating clear lines between your energy and the energy of others. So, how do you do this? You start by setting boundaries around what you share, first of all, what you're giving to others. So this could just be the conversations that you're having and how much information about yourself, your scenarios, your situation you're divulging to people, especially those who you feel they're not resonating at that high frequency that you know that your dreams will be manifested when you're living within it. So if someone's energy doesn't align with your goals and your dreams, it's perfectly fine to just step back. Take yourself away from these environments. To take yourself back and just say, I'm just going to limit the amount of energy that I use within this environment. I'm going to limit the amount of time that I spend here. I'm going to replace that with high energy environments, places, people, scenarios that make me feel a lot better, happier, more positive, more fulfilled. And when I do need to go into those spaces, I'm really carefully thinking about how I manage my energy. So I'm breathing, I'm meditating before that, I'm feeling good. If there's resistance there, if there's been difficult situations in the past that have come up, you must set those boundary lines. I will do this. I won't do that. I will maintain composure at all times. I will be calm. I will say less than necessary. I won't do this, do that. Think about the ways in which you've reacted perhaps versus just being in your best self. And that's the key to protecting your frequency, no matter which scenario you go into. I want you to let me know in the comments at the moment if you have ever been in a situation where you felt trapped and desperate to get out of, and almost like desperate to turn back time and just wish that you had reacted or been the higher version of yourself and it just didn't go to plan. Let me know in the comments below. The thing is that you have the power to create your own space. So when you isolate yourself from negative influences, and I'm not talking about literally remove part of your life and become this reclusive person that doesn't speak to anyone, it's like just give yourself the gift of time to yourself. When you give yourself the space to reconnect with your true self, know what makes you happy, know what environment you're looking to live your life in, know the types of people you're happy to surround yourself with, and know absolutely categorically what you do not accept in your life from those who you come into contact with. That's when you become very, very powerful and take back your power. This can be extremely challenging. If it's contacts that you've had for a lifetime or people you've known for a long time and it's become a habit to spend time with them, it can be very difficult if you've got into the routine of, say, going out with a certain friend for like every weekend or every so often, and you do this and you're like, every time I spend my time with them, my energy is so depleted. I'm not liking the conversations. Maybe you don't like the way that the other person is trying to, I don't know, maybe they are speaking about others, or maybe they're just not as positive as you would like the conversation to be. Maybe it's all about, there's a big contrast there. Not saying the other person is wrong, just saying it really is starting to grate on you and you're really starting to be drained because you get that you're both not on the right path. And it's fine to spend time with people like that once in a while, but when you're doing that very frequently, it literally drains the life out of you, because all you're doing for that whole week is thinking, I can't. I'm thinking about how I have to spend this time doing this thing, seeing this person, and maybe they're just draining you. Maybe just the conversation is so disempowering. Maybe it feels stressful for you. Maybe you feel there's a lot of judgment there. Whatever it may be, that is a situation that you need to isolate yourself from. You need to, for whatever reasons you have, you've got perfectly valid reasons. You don't necessarily have to give a reason, but it just means carving out time for yourself to recharge, because clearly you need to recharge at this point in time. Clearly, by seeking out this type of information, you do need to reconnect with your true frequency. Give me a thumbs up right now in the comments. Comment below if you feel like, yeah, you really need this right now. You don't constantly need to be available. You don't constantly need to be seeking validation from others. Even if you have set up these, say, let's call them dates, like years prior to this, and you've done this every single week, it doesn't need to stand for the rest of your life. Start prioritizing quiet time where you can be alone with your thoughts, where you can be alone to think about your desires, to get on that high frequency vibration and really just set your intention and go with it. When you're thinking about trying to, let's just say, detach from these situations, it's just as simple as saying, I need more time at this point in my life to focus on this. I can't make it as often as every week. Or, you don't even need to justify yourself. But if it's someone you're quite close with, or they perceive that you're quite close with them, the best thing in that situation is just to say, hey, listen, I'm so busy at the moment. Do you mind if we cut our weekly down to a monthly at this point? Or do you mind if we just put it on pause for a few weeks until things cool down a bit? And what you'll find is that person is then almost given an opportunity to go off and find their own perfect other partnerships. It will happen. So you don't need to explain yourself, but if you need time, and if you have that expectation, if people have the expectation like, can you do this? Can you come here? You don't have to say why you're not. You can let them come up with any excuse they like, but if people are pushing you for a why, you don't give in to that. If you don't want to share that, that's totally entirely up to you to share. I'm not able to right now. I'm not available this week. I just don't have the capacity for that this week. Why? What are you doing? You don't really need to say. If that difficult question comes up, you can just say, what am I doing? Like, you can ask the question back, what am I doing? Leaving it in their court to say, expand on why they need to know your really personal details. And if it really gets to that point, you might want to say, sorry, it's kind of personal. You don't have to share your whole life with everybody. It's your life. So create your own space and actually try to inject some amazing high vibrational activities in where you're actually removing the ones. It could just be like literally sitting on the sofa and taking some self-care, recharging yourself. So it could be through meditation, journaling, simply being in nature. You just need to cultivate a sense of peace within yourself somehow to get yourself back on track with that strong vibration. So I want you to let me know in the comments what's one way that you can create space for yourself today. Not tomorrow, not this week, but today. I want you to make that commitment by sharing it down below, and I want you to protect your energy and set some time aside for your own personal growth and manifestation today. So I just want to finish today by reminding you that manifestation thrives when you create the space for your energy to remain undisturbed. You're doing all this amazing hard work, so why get dragged back down into the thick of those lower vibrational frequencies just because somebody else wants to take you there? Remember, you're in control of who and what influences your life. So ask yourself, what is one boundary that you're going to set today to protect your energy and enhance your manifestations, and share that in the comments. And as I've mentioned before, I've created an incredible free gift for you. It is the manifestation bundle, and it is every single thing that you will need to step into your highest self completely free. It's available for you. And I'm going to pop it down in the description. It'll be the first link there. Some really powerful tools to help you manifest abundance and confidence. There's the Perfect Day Planner, which is basically a step-by-step guide to manifesting, designing your dream life. There's an audio guide with that. There's journaling prompts. It's like the perfect way to just raise the vibration in your day. There's a glow up visualization, meditation, and inner child healing to help you to step into your very best self and transform your life. So you can download that via the description below. And also check out the offers on mrsmanifestation.com. As always, there's new things appearing there all the time. But before I leave you today, I just want to remind you that you have the power to manifest incredible things. Manifestation is about creating a reality that feels good to you. To do that, you need to protect your space and your energy from anything or anyone that doesn't serve your highest purpose on this planet. So remember that when you create boundaries and you prioritize your own energy, your manifestations will start to become effortless. Your dream life starts with you protecting your energy and you creating space for it. So ask yourself, what do you need to release today to create space for your dreams? I'd love you to comment below with one boundary that you are setting to protect your energy, because I want to support you and I want you to support the others in the comments to create the space for your dreams to flow freely. Don't forget to pick up your manifestation bundle using the very first link in the bio. Have an amazing day and I'll see you in the next episode.